Next, we'd like to welcome the president of the class of 2012 to the stage, Mr. Taylor Graham.
Good evening. I'd like to extend a huge thank you to the class of 2012 executive officers for putting on this wonderful event, the DHS custodial staff for the tireless work during this graduation week, the talented senior performers gathered here tonight, and of course, all of the friends and family who have come out this evening to celebrate with us. Class of 2012, by this time tomorrow, you will no longer be high schoolers. Tonight, however, I would like to take the time to point out, for all of those gathered here, some of your many accomplishments. You are an athletic class who helped send 19 of your 21 sports teams to state playoffs this year. Some for the first time in national history. You are the grand champion market brand at last summer's Zapata County Fair, designed highly efficient cooking stoves for the Pa'o people of Myanmar, and held a packed gymnasium in complete awe while performing a musical piece of your own composition. You have placed no less than 5 of your classmates into the DHS Athletic Hall of Fame. You have been competitors, explorers, managers, superfans, and yes, even students. You have competed in more Special Olympic events at the state level than any DHS student before you. You have beaten the #1 ranked team in the state of Colorado, made a place for yourself on the U.S. Kayaking Senior National Team, and skied to 3 podium finishes at the Freestyle Skiing National Championships. You have created stunning works of carpentry, exquisite pieces of ceramic, and a chocolate orange fritter served with chocolate anglings and glazed pistachio brittle, and a mango blood orange salad with local honey and mascarpone sauce, which earned you first place in the state culinary competition. You have played the national anthem at a Colorado Rockies game, competed at the national level for speech and debate, and been interviewed by Matt Lauer on the Today Show. You have racked up 1,831 kills for the volleyball team, won 12 varsity wrestling tournaments, and helped break 2 school records in as many days at the state track championships. You have been collaborators and explorers, gardeners and performers, innovators and commentators. You have become a sea of red to cheer on your sports teams. You have traveled across the world to serve the people of Kenya, brought students from different countries and backgrounds together to win the International Aerospace and Design Competition, and you have been accepted to Columbia University in New York City. You have been enthusiastic, sympathetic, accepting, and liberating. You have overcome the loss of a loved one while showing an incredible strength and love for life that inspires those around you. You are award-winning artists, musicians, and photographers. You are singers, dancers, writers, and speakers. You are leaders and teachers, listeners and believers, hard workers, and loyal friends. You have built something special here, a place where people feel where they not only belong, but thrive. And tomorrow, you begin a new chapter in your lives. That is why tonight, I have with me 3 objects that signify your transformation from scrawny, wide-eyed freshmen into the wonderful people I just described. It all started 4 years ago. So the first object I have with me is a harmless-looking tennis ball. It may come as a surprise to some of you, but DHS was never the warm and fuzzy place that we know it as today. 4 years ago, when we, the class of 2012, sat down at the beginning of the year assembly and assumed our rightful place at the bottom of the totem pole, a volley of tennis balls rained down upon us. going by the senior class. While at the time we may have felt humiliation and even the terrible physical pain that can only come from being hit by a fuzzy yellow ball, I know now that this tennis ball is strong. To begin with, those streaky yellow projectiles brought us together. The seniors did not intend to pick out any individuals, only to present their distaste for us freshmen as a whole. We were disrespected, but we were disrespected as one. And from then on, we were in it together, whether we knew it or not. When I look at this ball, I am reminded of how much we've all grown since that fateful day. I see a group of young men and women who have matured in tremendous ways, but I am also reminded that our time as freshmen is not yet over. Next year, many of us will again reside at the bottom of the pecking order as freshmen at schools of our choice. And those of us entering the workforce will once again be starting from the bottom. The second object I have has the potential to gravely endanger everyone in this room. If I may ask everyone within close proximity, please put on your respiratory mask. I have been advised to expose you all to this terrible toxin for as short a time as possible, so I will try to keep this brief. Yes, it is a clump of hay. But please don't be alarmed. It is imperative that we remain calm. As you can see, I have taken the necessary precautions to restrain the hay and quarantine its deadly mold spores. Last year, our class became acquainted with the dangers of hay. When Durango High School was shut down for no less than 4 days by the seemingly innocuous dry plant. While it may have brought a wondrous reprieve from the monotony of the classroom, we learned that even the most harmless ideas can have lasting repercussions beyond anything you could possibly imagine. As you move forward in life, simply remember that while you have no way to predict the future, take care of each decision you make so that it can have the most positive effect on you and those around you. You should now be safe to take your mask off. The final object I have for you tonight seems simple enough. Yet when I look at this rusty railroad spike, I see so much more. I'm reminded of Durango, the place we've spent the last 4 years together. I'm reminded of the train that churns by every morning, drenched in multi-fitness class and thick smoke as they struggle around the track. I'm reminded of brilliant blue days where it's almost impossible to tear oneself away from the courtyard and into class. And the cold, wintry mornings when the snow falls thick and fast past the windows. I'm reminded of the people, the places, and the memories that made Durango so great. And I hope that you may always call this place home, no matter where your lives take you. And because this is a railroad state, I'm reminded of all the places you will go and all the places your lives will take you. In the years to come, you will undoubtedly travel the world, living in other countries, speaking different languages, and becoming parts of other communities and cultures. You will enter the workforce as farmers, river guides, builders, and business owners. You will study at our country's finest universities, earning degrees in medicine, business, journalism, and the culinary arts. You will be given the opportunity to pursue your dreams as a professional dancer, serve our country in the military, and share your passion for living with people less fortunate than yourselves on a 2-year mission trip. You will do things that take you out of your comfort zone, remember old friends, and give back to the people and communities that have given to you. You will be driven by your passions, spirited by your accomplishments, inspired and loved by those around you. You will at times be timid and pained, discouraged and frightened, helpless and unsure. But you will also find yourself content and confident, tenacious and inquisitive, passionate and devoted. As Matt Kim put it, in the daylight anywhere feels like home. So let your happiness be your sunshine, and let that sunshine be your home, no matter where you find yourself in the years to come. To the teachers and administrators, to our coaches and counselors, to our friends and family, and all of those who have influenced us over the years, a million thanks. To the class of 2012, be well, do good work, and keep in touch. Thank you.